What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with the 19th volume of the CTC Lightning Round, where every Friday we take a look at 8 new products hitting store shelves right now. And this time we've got both varieties of natural light hard seltzer. It's Aloha Beaches and the Catalina Lime Mixer. We've got the Mountain Dew Maui Burst Dollar General exclusive soda. We got Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink, Cinnamon Coca-Cola, Monster Mule Energy Drink, and last but not least, the Red Bull Winter Edition Plum Twist as far as the canned varieties go. But number 8 is the weird one. It's the hot chocolate bomb that we're gonna have to figure out how to shoot, even though we review this stuff off camera. So, as I alluded to, Ryan and I are going to line up all 8 of these, and we're going to try each of them, and when we come back, we're going to rank them from worst to first in a capsule countdown, and give all these new products a gimmick grade, so you know just how interesting it is, and we will be right back. So we're in our tasting phase right now, but I did want to show you what it looks like to make the hot chocolate bomb, because that's really the whole gimmick and appeal of it. So it is literally just a circular candy chocolate piece, and you pour hot milk on it, and it's supposed to dissolve this ball.
It's floating.
It's floating. Go in your hole. This is hot milk too. Oh my God. This is the worst.
Might just have to take a bite out of it.
Oh.
Is it melting?
There we go. Look at that. And inside,
oh,
rainbow marshmallows. Oh, it's starting to work.
That's cool.
Takes a little assistance there. But anyway, we'll show you what it looks like when it's all mixed up and stuff, but I just wanted to show you kind of the dissolving process, because really that's the whole gimmick and magic of it. And it looks like we made a little bit of a mess, so we'll be back. And we're back, and coming in at 8th place, aka last place, is one of our alcoholic varieties here. This one, Ryan, which one is it?
Aloha Beaches.
It's Aloha Beaches Natural Light Seltzer. It just is clear, it's seltzer. Here's what the can looks like. And the way they describe it is when mango and peach go beach mode. I just don't get it. But nonetheless, $3 at Come and Go for one of these 25-ounce cans. It is 6% ABV, unlike White Claw, which is 5%. The problem is White Claw tastes exponentially better. And this is a very rough, I mean, look, I like getting a little buzz as much as the next guy, but this ain't it. I mean, it would be very tough to choke down 25 ounces of this. It would be very tough to choke down 12 ounces of this.
I'll give it a try.
It's yeah, it's mango. It's supposed to be mango, right? But it just tastes like peach, and not good peach.
Bad peach.
Bad peach. The worst peach. And I think that's a huge, huge problem, because mango and peach go together so well.
Giving it back.
You know, like a peach mango bang or something, but this is just not it. As far as the gimmick goes, I think that the Natural Light Seltzer line, I think it came along at the right time. I think that their branding and gimmicking is trying, maybe a little bit too hard, but it's still trying. And I'm going to give them some credit. I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10 for the gimmick. But for the taste of this one, it's a 2.5 out of 10. And that's just because it gets you drunk. All right.
Keep trying, Natty.
Yep, keep on trying. We need more Natter days.
That's okay.
All right, so coming in at 7th place, an ultra gimmicky one here. This is the Bob Ross Positive Energy Drink. And this one tastes like the Blue Little Hug, but not quite as good. It's a little bit rough.
Let's see that can.
Here's the can here. So that's really obviously the star of the show. Nice slim can design, big old picture of Bob Ross and some mountains and clouds, Bob Ross style. So Ryan found this for $1.99 at H-Mart, and I mean, the color of the drink is very beautiful. The can design is pretty inventive. You got to give him credit for the gimmick. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 gimmick grade for sure. but the taste is a bit rough. Like I said, it tastes like a little hug drink, but it's not as good. It's not as sweet, but it's like, I don't know. It's just a very weird taste. It doesn't taste like they should have allowed it to be released. I don't know. I can give it a 3 out of 10 in terms of taste. A bit of a rough ride. And did you notice how much it's got 100 milligrams of caffeine, so pretty low on the caffeine spectrum, especially by our recent standards. So 3 out of 10 for the Bob Ross energy drink. And come in at 6th place, Ryan, what's this one? It is the Monster Mule. So this is a ginger beer energy drink, and according to Ryan, pretty accurate ginger beer flavor, but
Very accurate.
I don't know, the ginger beer thing's a little off-putting for me. What is not off-putting is that beautiful, beautiful can design. This was $1.98 at the Walmart checkout.
Give it a rotate.
And just beautiful, like coppery, shiny finish.
Very pretty.
Very, very well designed package.
It's like a Moscow Mule.
It's like a
copper
Moscow
cup.
Mule copper cup. Yep. So really, really well executed in terms of the design, in terms of the concept. I think very inventive. So for the gimmick, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Problem is, it's a bit rough to choke down. Let me see how much caffeine is in here. Do they make that readily? Do they label that? 160 milligrams per can. So, you know, like half a rain or bang, but still not too bad. You know, that's a good boost. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 10 for the taste. So.
But if you like
6th
ginger
place
beer,
on, yeah, you'll probably like it more than me if you really like ginger beer, but for me it's a solid 4.5 out of 10. 5th place, it's Red Bull, so winter edition, fared better than the summer edition that tasted like freaking sunscreen. This is Plum Twist. When's the last time you had a plum flavored beverage, Ryan?
never. I don't know.
Literally, until I had this, I think I had gone my entire life without a plum beverage. But it looks like a plum beverage. Actually, really more looks like a grape beverage. It smells like you're in for a rough ride. And you know, my first impression, like when it first hit my tongue, I actually kind of liked it, and I think you did too, right? But as I kept drinking it, it has a very canny flavor, even though it's a fresh can. I don't know. It wasn't in any hot temperatures or anything. And the plum it tastes off.
Yeah.
Really
I
off.
thought it was a little sourish.
A little sour, but not like good sour.
Right.
You know, not like a Sour Patch Kid. Like off kind of sour. Bad sour. It has gone bad sour. So anyway, $2.50 at Walmart. As far as the gimmick goes, yeah, it's not diet. I mean, you're getting a lot of sugar in one of these. 38 grams for a slim can, 114 milligrams of caffeine, like most Red Bull products. I'll tell you what, for the gimmick, I'm gonna go 6 out of 10 because a plum drink is just not something you really hear a lot. You always hear like sugar plum fairies and stuff, you know, as part of the Christmas time aesthetics. So I like that with the winter edition. I like the seasonal tie-ins that they do. I just don't like how any of them really taste. So I'm going to give this 5th place on today's Capsule Countdown and a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
All right, so 4th place, Catalina Lime Mixer.
Woo!
So this is when cherry and lime become best friends, according to the can. Once again, 6% ABV and $3 at Come and Go in Arkansas. Here's what it looks like. It's got a light pink kind of hue to it. A little bit better tasting on this one. This is one that is pretty drinkable. I think you could crush a 25er pretty efficiently.
I thought it was good.
Still not as drinkable as a White Claw. It does come off as a bit more alcohol-y, which it would be my only criticism. The blend of cherry and lime do go pretty well. They definitely have become best friends, and I think that they equally contribute to the flavor profile, and I'd say that they do that in a pretty positive way. I mean, as far as the gimmick goes, You know,
Step brothers.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we've already established that on the last one. But man, oh man, yeah, I gotta say, it's not too bad. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
4th place on today's Capsule Countdown.
I'll finish it.
Oh, well, here you go. Still got a few more reviews left in us. We're gonna have to get a little toasty. All right, in 3rd place, as you saw, the excellent gimmick here, the Hot Chocolate Bomb, $2 at Walmart. It's a big ball of milk chocolate covered around like a hollow. It's like a hollow ball, and when it melts, it reveals the marshmallows. And it did mix to look somewhat okay. It looks like chocolate milk, really, but it tastes great. I mean, this is a great tasting drink. I mean, for $2, it's got the right gimmick. It's got a good taste. It's interesting. A kid would have a freaking field day with something like this. This is a really, really well executed product. As far as the gimmick goes, I got to give it an 8.5, maybe a 9. Give it a 9 out of 10. And for taste, really, really solid. So 3rd place on today's Capsule Countdown. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Really good. Really, really good. All right, that brings us down to the final 2 here. And coming in at 2nd place is Cinnamon Coke. All right, well, Cinnamon Coke it actually has some connections to the product I'm going to be pulling from the capsule later, and I'll get into that in a minute. But this is, on the heels of the pretty successful orange Coca-Cola that we reviewed here that was really, really good and really tasty. This was $1.78 at the Walmart checkout. And, man, it just... it hits the spot. I gotta tell you, I think this is even better than regular Coke. It's got a good cinnamon flavor, but it doesn't distract from regular Coca-Cola Classic flavor either. Adds a lot to the scent. Like, you can tell something's going on with the cinnamon. Ryan kept calling it Churro Coke. It tastes like Churro Coke. I mean, you really can't argue that. Now, for the gimmick, the way that this packaging was designed is absolute trash, and I hate it. I just wish that they would make an inventive packaging label one of these times. Like, this just... it had so much potential, Like, they could have run with something cinnamon-oriented, and they didn't do it, so I'm going to really penalize them hard. I'm going to give the gimmick a 3 out of 10. And it's about as low as I'm going to go for a cinnamon-flavored Coke. As far as the taste goes, you really can't argue with that. I'm going 7.5 in 2nd place on today's Capsule Countdown. Really, really solid offering, and I think especially for those of you guys that really like regular Coke, I think you're going to like this too. Word of caution, it is 65 grams of sugar in one of these little bottles, so I would probably drink them pretty sparingly. And that leads us... They don't make a Diet Cinnamon Coke, no. And our winner today, the Dollar General exclusive product, the Maui Burst Pineapple Flavored Mountain Dew. And man, this is really a great balance of pineapple flavor and dew. Very strong pineapple flavor. This is one of those where, yeah, it's got a lot of sugar. It's got 59 grams of sugar. But you taste every last gram of it. You really do. It smells fantastic. It almost looks like lemon lime Gatorade.
Yeah.
But it smells like delicious, delicious pineapple. It smells so good. Tastes pretty good too. I mean, there's really no reason why I would make this a store exclusive, because it's maybe the best dew I've had in quite some time. I don't know if ever I'd have to like catalog through all these crazy limited edition flavors that they have, but it's way, way up there. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. 1st place on today's Capsule Countdown. As far as the gimmick goes, great packaging design, inventive product flavoring. I give the gimmick an 8 out of 10 too. So really, really solid offering, and definitely something I would go out of my way to go to Dollar General and drop that $1.75. Reasonable price. All right. So because it's an all drink edition, we're digging into the can shelf here, and as I alluded to earlier, this is the Cola spiced for the season Pepsi Holiday Spice probably one of the highest regarded wintertime soda offerings of all time, if not the highest. Everybody I've ever met that has ever tried this freaking loved it. At the time, I wasn't actually drinking soda, but I was collecting it. So I did buy this myself, but I never actually tried it. Ryan, did you ever try the Holiday Spice?
Yeah.
You probably tried it at my house. What did you think of it?
I liked it.
I mean, everybody really seems to have liked it, and really they call it a blend of holiday spices, but as part of that, cinnamon's got to be in that mix, right? So that was the winter of 2004, and we've been anxiously anticipating its re-release ever since. And for them to not do that on the 15th anniversary, I think is really a missed opportunity for Pepsi. I'm a little disappointed about it because every year I just expect them to dig it out of the archives, and they never quite do it. But look, they brought back Crystal Pepsi 4 times, and they can't bring back Holiday Spice Pepsi. I don't get it, but definitely something that I'm very glad to have in my collection, and one of those products that really takes me back to a time and place. Really, for me, that was a very definitive winter 2004 product. So I'd like to hear if you guys had a chance to try it at the time and what you thought, because like I said, I missed out on it, and hopefully one of these days, like with New Coke, I'll get a chance to try something I never thought that I would again. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the review, and I guess we're going to enjoy one of our natural light seltzers. And of course, until next time, I will miss you until I see you, and I'll see you on Tuesday for the next volume of the CTC review, and next Friday for an all-new CTC lightning round with 8 more products. Cheers.